Hello, Capricorn. Welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is D. And this is your August horoscope for 2021. And just to recap, this is the year of the ancestor. Everybody's walking this path. It's going through the birch trees and walking your path. Listen to your own universal beat. And, this has been a pretty good year for you. The first half, you were reborn with the Eight of Vessels and a rebirth card. In February, there was some jealousy going on with the Three of Arrows. All right, but hopefully those are blessings put upon you. March was Nine of Arrows, dedication. So maybe, you became dedicated to something. In April, the woodward showed up, giving you that strength and courage to, move into the summer months. And then May was the King of Stones, the wolf, giving you that kingly advice of asking you where are your riches, or where do you have those riches in your life. June was all about creativity, and in July was represented by the Five of Arrows, frustration. And arrows is intellectual energy. To me, frustration starts right here in your head. So Capricorn, it may be in a frustrating month for you, but it's one that hopefully gets resolved here in August, leads you into a new August, and leads you into opportunities to where your arrows hit that mark. So let's see what's going on for you. I'm going to do the same thing I've done in the past, one card for the theme, and then we'll look at each week and tie that into the theme for the month of August for you, Capricorn. So your theme is going to be represented by the Moon on Water. Okay, now this is a life lessons card, major arcana. And, the moon symbolizes the night. It also symbolizes emotions. Okay, it also symbolizes, I want to say like new thoughts, new patterns, new opportunities. Here you've got the full moon, in the background. And it's a good time to get out into that full moon, in August. And, that's going to be at the end of the month. But the opportunity is there to, look at new opportunities, to have that night, that moonlight shine into the darkness, to look within your soul, to look at your emotions, okay, to understand, where you were at emotionally for the month of August. And coming off of a frustrating July, maybe that's what you need. An opportunity to kick back and get away from stuff, right? An opportunity to, search your own emotions and understand, who you are, right? Understand how that moon can help you with your creativity, all right? Where you have your riches. Maybe you have some bountiful riches within your emotions that you can share with others and be creative. All right, so let's see what that first week represents for you, Capricorn, in the month of August. I want one card. It's represented by the Sun of Life. Okay, in August, you got the Leo energy, right? You got the fire energy, the radiant energy. Okay, you've got the sun and the moon. It's showing you both the light and the dark this month. Maybe it's showing you where you can, you can nurture, based on that moon energy. Second week is represented by the Eight of Bows, or Eight of Arrows, struggle. The third week for you, Capricorn, Page of Arrows, the Wren. Okay, look for messengers. Look for a message in the intellect. Look for a message of, the wrens that are out there to, give you information on, the emotional aspect of what that moon represents. All right. The wren is one of the smartest birds that's out there. And this is going to be, an opportunity to learn something, during this time, right? Learn something about your emotions. Maybe you struggle with those emotions. But if you're struggling the week before, maybe that's where that Ren is saying, hey, snap out of it. This isn't becoming of you. And then the fourth week is represented by another major arcana card of the Forest Lovers. The Forest Lovers is representative of bringing a soul or a karmic connection back to you. Okay, and maybe that has something to do with that moon on the water, that emotional aspect of, I need to reconnect with my soul, with my karma. Okay, with somebody that that lifts me up. And maybe that's what you're missing this year, Capricorn. Maybe you're missing that divine connection with somebody else. Okay, so let's look at what's happening here. So the Five of Arrows is actually, you're shooting those arrows at that goat and you're not hitting your mark and you're getting frustrated. Okay, but as an aspect of that, again, the arrows is intellect. So you're becoming frustrated up here. Maybe you're pushing too hard to attain what you want to attain. Or maybe it's something that's going on within your life, Capricorn, that it's becoming an emotional burden. Okay, and that frustration is leading into those high emotions. That frustration is leading into that carrying the emotions of whatever it is, guilt or loss, mourning, right? Of leaving something behind. Okay, of having a look within the darkness of your soul. Okay, the moon is shining bright into that. All right, and the moon controls the emotions. So August is going to be kind of a wavy month for you. There's going to be some highs, there's going to be some lows. All right, and it all led into from July, saying what, it's been a frustrating month. And here I am supposed to be having a great summer, but I just feel like there's a lot of emotions going around. And how do you cope with those emotions, Capricorn, as you move throughout the month? Well, you start out with August very well, okay? Because as you're looking at the full moon, let's say at the full moon of July, and however that represents for you, all right? And there's some emotional activity about that. You're being filled up by the universe through the Sun of Life in that first week. That Sun of Life has got that radiant energy, that nuclear energy pulsating through its chest, giving life to everything it touches, giving life to to the earth, but also giving life to attitude. Turning everything from a negative to a positive, to understanding that yes, we have an emotional side of us, but we also have an aspect of that Leo energy of being able to come through in August and just radiate. And radiate. We could be radiating our emotions on other people, all right? We don't even realize it, okay? But if we turn that loss and that negative into positive, we can be radiating positive energy too, all right? And coming up with new beginnings as that embryonic egg that's sitting in that water, off of that reflection, right? There might be new life here coming into this month, new life within yourself. All right, and I'm not saying that somebody's going to be pregnant or something like that. What I'm saying is just a new lease on life, a new life on positive attribute. And if it is a new life lease on a new life coming within, congratulations, because you've got that radiant energy. All right, that radiant energy to continue to pulsate through you, to show you the light. You've got the light to show you through the darkness, but you also got the light to show you through the day. And that leads into the second week. Okay, that Eight of Arrows struggle. All right. She's got the bow in her hand, or he's got the bow in his hand. All the other arrows are broke. But they're using that bow more as a staff than they are, to shoot arrows. And they've got the light of hope in their hand. That light is leading their way during that bleak landscape. Again, if you tie this into the emotional aspect, maybe this second week, you know, from being at the very high with that sun energy to being to the very low of struggling, you know, because that sun energy moved on. All right, and that's the emotional aspect of trying to balance, you know, the highs and the lows. But you do have that lantern of hope that's got some of that radiant energy in there. Let that be the light to guide you through these, you know, through these emotional times. Let that be the light to help move you forward, Capricorn. All right, to tell you that, you know, there's not a lot of stress out there. There's not a lot of you know, bad things about what's going on. Okay, it's all about maintaining and finding that balance. Okay, well, what's happening? In the third week, you've got the Page of Arrows in the Wren. Now, again, arrows is intellectual energy. All right, that's, you know, as I look at this, you got two major arcana bookended around the two arrows. So, you know, your emotions are going to be up in here. Okay, you're going to be thinking a lot of this, and especially with the Five of Arrows coming out of July. You know, there's going to be a lot of intellectual, emotional energy that you're dealing with. Okay, now this Page of Arrows, this Wren, asks you, you know, what do you need to learn to overcome? All right, pages are meant to give you messages. Pages are meant to help you learn. What do you need to overcome with that struggle during this moon on the water for this month? The other question that is asked is, what is the mystery of the matter? Why do you feel this way? Why is it just, you know, why are you emotional? What has it got to the point that, you know, these emotions are coming up in the month of August? What can you learn from this? From that struggle that you had last week? How can you learn from this and grow? What is the mystery of that? That's what this page is asking you for. It's asking you to look at as you're moving forward, Capricorn. And once you answer those questions, then you've got this other major arcana card of the Forest Lovers. A karmic reunion, soulful reunion. And maybe this has something to do with your relationship with your significant other. Maybe there were some emotions involved. Or maybe you haven't shown those emotions in a while. Maybe when you look deep down, you say to yourself, you know what? You know, I know I'm loved, but I need to feel that love. And, you know, I'm in this relationship, and it's just, you know, I need to spark that energy, right? I need to spark that energy of feeling loved. And can it be a struggle? Sure it can be. Anytime you put your emotions out there with a significant other, okay, you become vulnerable. There's some trust in that aspect. You become vulnerable to, you know, what they have to say. Maybe they don't feel the same way. All right, and that leads to that struggle. But if you learn something from that to overcome, then you can work on that Forest Lovers relationship, that karmic relationship, that soul, twin flame soul relationship, right? Re-sparking that connection, you know, with the one you love. And that's why, you know, August is going to be an emotional month for you. You know, one, it's going to be, you know, have its ups and have its downs. It's how you balance that out, Capricorn. All right, so there you have it. That's your August horoscope for the month, the moon on water. You know, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. This is Dee for the Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you in the month of September. Take care, God bless, and stay safe.